Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Is it a white sky? Is it a cloudy sky? Is it a clear sky?
I don't know. I'm kind of being told it might even be somewhat of a smoke-filled sky. I hear from fires in other parts of the nation might be causing some of the look in the sky. I don't know. Kind of what I heard.
Yeah, I think we've read that too. Canada, the Northwest. Oregon right now has a forest fire that's twice as big as Chicago. Burning up lots of trees and almost 70 homes, I think they said.
Really?
So, yeah. It's not good.
No.
Something going on. A lot of fires, a lot of extremes in our weather patterns. We are pretty fortunate right here in the center of the U.S. of A. so far. It's a little bit warm here and there, but as summers go, it was 83 yesterday.
Yeah.
So
got down below 60 last night, didn't it?
Yeah, 56. Could kind of tell that in the sleeping time period last night.
To me, and I don't know if others have done this, but I think for us, I don't think there's been a night, well, it may be one when we had that real hot spell there for a few days, but yeah. I think we've opened the windows up every night at our house because it has dropped at least into the 60s and has been somewhat cool overnight. I know sometimes you get those summers where at night it won't even drop below 70.
Yeah.
And that's hot.
Yeah, it doesn't work so well. If you can open up the windows, it's such a nice way to cool things off and maybe close it back up the next day if you have trees close to your house, and you can save a lot of energy. But yeah, we are sitting pretty good here in the central part of the country as compared to other places. So we're thankful for that. On the breakfast show this morning, Logan will be in, and that's always a scary thing. We'll have Logan here in the first half hour of our show. A little bit later on, we'll have Mark in for Big Iron Auction Company for you. And we've got a lot of things to cover today, events that are coming up, and we'll cover those and play a little music for you and have a little fun. It's Tuesday.
It is.
Did last week fly by kind of quick for you? It seemed like last week was one of those weeks that really slipped by pretty quickly.
No, to be honest with you, since I was in Waverly doing baseball Saturday and Sunday, I feel like the week has never ended yet.
Well, I can understand that.
I just feel like it's going back to last week. It just has been one long week.
No break, yeah. Yeah, they kind of run together when that happens. So now, that could happen again this weekend, by the way.
It will happen again this weekend. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we'll start with American Legion Seniors Baseball this weekend. We'll start on Friday evening at 5 when Broken Bow takes on Cozad in the Area 6 tournament for Class B in the seniors level. And then Broken Bow will play on Saturday, and we're kind of hoping and anticipating we'll be playing all the way through the weekend. So that is our plan, and we'll start coverage of that tournament for you on Friday.
I believe the seniors are going to really put the plow in deep and go for it. I mean, I think there's a little burr under the saddle of part of the team because they want to play some more ball, and they have the opportunity to play both juniors and seniors. So I think that bunch is going to, take that advantage and put it to work. And then, of course, I know in talking with some of the seniors just briefly, they're a little frustrated because they want to play baseball.
That's
and
right.
they've had to wait a
Yes.
while. So I think they're going to go.
I think so. I think it's going to be a really good area tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about Broken Bow and Cozad starting the tournament against each other. They've played twice.
Yeah.
Broken Bow's won both games, 9-8 first game, the final, 4-3 extra innings the second game.
Wow.
So it could be pretty exciting to get the thing started, and then you look at some of the other teams in the tournament. I think it's going to be very competitive, and it should be a lot of fun.
Should be some good teams, good young players, and it's the finale for baseball at that level. This season is winding down. One of those teams will go on and play some more at the state tournament, and we'll watch and listen carefully. We'll listen to you call the games.
All right, we'll be there.
Friday at 5, right?
Friday at 5, game 1.
On KBBN. 95.3 FM on KBBN.com. And if you haven't done it by now, download that free app and put it on your phone or your device. It's so easy. Then you just push the little Thunderbird and boom, you've got the audio and away you go. If you're outside of the range of our signal on KBBN. Thomas County Fair is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we told Gavin Higgins, Higgy, baby, you need to go up to Thedford and cover the Thomas County Fair, I bet he'd be there in a flash.
He'd be excited. That's
Yeah.
his home stomping grounds.
Yeah. And we just might do that. We'll see if he wants to go up and get some pictures or something.
That'd be cool.
That is a good group of people up there that put on a good county fair. And keep it going. That's great. Also, Jeremy has been counting down the days for SORC. There's, as of this Friday, there'll be 20 days left until SORC.
Oh, he has counted. Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
Yes. And he has been visiting with Becky Daly and some of the other folks about our coverage this year. We should probably talk about that a little bit. If everything works out, for the first time at the shootout on Friday, we'll have a internet connection
Ooh.
through Great Plains Communications. They are going to try to make that available. And we've just barely been able to broadcast from there with a digital bag phone with a booster.
Yes.
And we've had incidents where we've lost our connection. Almost every year we lose it at least once because that's borderline cell area. There's not much going cell-wise there. And Great Plains Communication is going the 100 yards extra to give us a connection, and that will allow us to audio stream much better, and it will also allow us to provide a picture for you, live stream video of the shootout. It's going to be pretty exciting because some of the cars go well over 200 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them run 150, 160 miles an hour. So that's going to be fun. And then there's a group of young people, the sports guys from the school network are going to bring a drone or two and see if they can feed us an overhead picture of the shootout as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's going to be pretty neat.
Yeah.
On Thursday for the Loop to Loop, I believe Jeremy's planning on taking the camera equipment up too. So we'll hopefully have both audio and live streaming for you of the Loop to Loop at the start. And then, of course, for a couple, 2-3 years now, we've been working with News Channel Nebraska to bring you live video coverage of the actual SORC race on Saturday. And now that we have this camera equipment, our own crew is going to be doing that. And Jeremy and Gavin have all kinds of tricks up their sleeves for covering the starting line of the Sandhills Open Road Challenge. So if everything works out, you'll be able to watch and listen to all three events, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, knowing how technology works, and I'm not saying that Great Plains won't give us a great connection. They will. But there's some variables on our side of things. And so we're anticipating video coverage that you're going to be very impressed with. But we also realize that, it's the first time, so we also have our fingers crossed.
Yep.
But we have great sponsors that the girls are talking to already about sponsoring the radio coverage. We'll also, of course, have the driver interviews that we always do. I was visiting with Emily about that yesterday, and she loves to get out and talk with the drivers, and I'll be doing the same thing, and we're going to cover that for you. A lot of those interviews, sometimes we save a number of them for the Saturday broadcast. If there's a delay in the over-the-road race, then we have interviews we can play for you during the broadcast, and when they switch around, there's time when there's not racing, and I know that you guys will be covering the start, as we have for many years now. So it's coming up. But before that, we have things like the Mason City Homecoming, which is this weekend. We have Nebraska's Big Rodeo in Burwell, the 28th through the 31st of this month. Then we pop right into the Custer County Fair. The fair parade, I believe, is on the 30th of July. Mm-hmm. And before that, there's events already underway, shooting events and the 4-H and all of that. So it's going to be just like what you were talking about, nonstop from week to week from this point on, because we're going to start this weekend with baseball, Mason City Homecoming, and then it doesn't stop until we get through fair, and then it will be time to go back to school shortly, and that will mean August football games. Mm-hmm. So, yes, we're going to roll.
Yes. Yep. I already told my wife. I said, I'll see you at Christmas.
Now, here's a question.
Yes.
Did she smile and say, okay?
Well, yeah, that's right. I don't know. She didn't, now that you mention it, she didn't seem all that bummed about it.
Did she say, finally the schedule will begin?
Yeah, right.
No, I doubt it. All right. Let's play the game, shall we? And
let's do that.
Before we do that, let me talk a little bit about the tumbleweed.
Well, sure, yeah.
It's Tumbleweed Day.
It's a awfully easy subject to talk about, if you want my opinion.
Well, you betcha. We just mentioned the Custer County Fair Parade. Our broadcast, which will be audio, we'll have an audio broadcast of the Custer County Fair, which we've had for a number of years, courtesy of the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow, Nebraska. They've sponsored that. In fact, last year they sponsored it even when we didn't have a regular parade, when we had the activities out at the fairgrounds, much different than normal, and the barbecue was much different than normal last year. But it's all normal this year, so far. Mm-hmm. And we're looking forward to covering the parade for you, both of our stands that we'll be announcing the parade, and then we'll also send that feed, one of those feeds, to the radio so that those of you who can't make it can listen to the parade courtesy of the Tumbleweed Cafe, who have been on that location for so many years, serving those home-cooked style meals, pie and ice cream, mashed potatoes and gravy, chicken fried steak, chicken, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, BLTs, breakfast.
You know what I
buffets.
love? You know what I love every Tuesday when we talk about the tumbleweed? When you go into the live read, as we call it, you have a sparkle in your eyes every single time you talk about the tumbleweed. It's a staple, man. It's a
great
staple of our community, and delicious, like you said, good old home-cooked food every time you go there.
Dragging those French fries through some ketchup, or even some people put mustard on them. Some people
I have occasionally.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Occasionally.
You ever do mayonnaise?
On French fries?
Yeah.
No.
I've heard some people do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Never done that.
They have all those things at the tumbleweed. If you want to, mix it up a little bit, they'll help you. They'll also let you just drive through and pick up your food. If you want to do that, call ahead.
Done that a time or two.
Or you can walk in and sit down, and they'll take care of you. And don't forget about the Sunday buffet. That's a big deal. And they have the party room. Talk to Carmen about that. Say, Carmen, I want a party. We can help.
All right, there you go.
So today we're going to be giving away a tumbleweed meal, which is on the menu, for somebody who answers the contest correctly. Now, if you've won recently in the last 30 days or so, give somebody else a chance to play today. Here's Brent Apperson.
All right, one more question regarding grilling, because July is grilling month. This is a tough one, but it's an interesting question. The question is, how many U.S. households own a barbecue grill?
How many households own a grill?
Yep. How many households in the United States own a barbecue grill? We'll give you percentages. Your choices are 10 to 15%, 30 to 35%, 70 to 75%, or 95 to 100%. Those are your choices. How many U.S. households own a barbecue grill? Your choices again, 10 to 15%, 30 to 35%, 70 to 75%, or 95 to 100%. If you know or you want to take a guess, give us a ring at 872-2801. Eat at the restaurant where everything is right. The food, the service, the atmosphere, and the price. At the Tumbleweed Cafe, they look forward to serving you. Their menu is filled with home-cooked meals you're sure to enjoy. When your plate is clear, don't forget to choose one of their delicious desserts. You'll enjoy the many things that make Tumbleweed the favorite dining spot of so many folks. Whether passing through or setting a destination, enjoy your next meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
We have a caller on the line, and I believe I heard correctly. Is this Jerry?
You bet.
All right, Jerry, thanks for calling in. Have you ever had anything out at the Tumbleweed before, Jerry?
Oh, absolutely. Every week.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
What's your favorite?
Oh, I like the chicken fried steak for sure.
Oh, there you go. I'm with you there. Yeah. Here's Brent with the question.
All right, Jerry, how many U.S. households own a barbecue grill? Your choices are 10 to 15%, 30 to 35%, 70 to 75%, or 95 to 100%. What do you think?
Oh, it's got to be 95 to 100.
No.
It's not?
It's not.
Oh, wait.
Can I give a hint?
Sure.
Okay, Jerry's like, yeah, give me a hint. Okay, it's not.
It's got to be the 75. Then.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah. 70 to 75% is the answer, Jerry. And because you called in, we're a good sport here this morning. We're going to put your name on a certificate for a free Tumbleweed meal at the Tumbleweed. Just come on out and see us when you can.
You betcha. Thank you.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, we're going to take a time out. When we come back, Logan Girardin is here from Arrow Seed. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Jodine at Beau Bouterie. We hope you're having a fun-filled summer. To make your summer even more fun, come and shop this week and save 30% off summer shoes. That's right, summer shoes, sandals, and flip-flops are 30% off. Use them this summer or save them for next summer. Either way, you're going to save. We'd love to see you soon on the east side of the square in Broken Bow at Beau Bouterie, your home-owned shoe store.
Whether you're training for a marathon or spending all day on your feet, foot pain and poor gait mechanics can really drag you down. Pearson Physical Therapy is offering free stride and foot pain assessments the week of August 9th through the 13th. See our full range of custom foot orthotics casted right here in our clinic and see how proper gait mechanics can help reduce your pain, improve your movement, and so much more. That's the Pearson Physical Therapy Foot Pain and Stride Clinic the week of August 9th through the 13th. Call 308-872-5800 to reserve your free 30-minute assessment.
10 minutes before the hour, right on time. Logan is here from Arrow Seed. Good morning, Logan.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. How's things at Arrow Seed in Broken Bow, Nebraska?
Things are good.
Good.
So, I get asked a lot where I come up with my material for the show.
Yes.
And full disclosure, I was watching TV last night, and there was actually a special on, and it was a lizard standing up telling jokes.
Really?
Yeah.
A lizard was
A lizard.
telling jokes.
But-
okay.
When I looked a little bit closer, it was actually a stand-up chameleon.
Ooh.
I'll just say that's one of the worst ones you've told in the last few weeks. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
That was bad.
That is awful, and you love it.
Absolutely. So, if anybody wants to turn off the radio about now, I don't blame them one bit.
A stand-up chameleon. Okay. Hey, our question on the game this morning was about grilling, and it says here 70 to 75% of all U.S. households own a barbecue grill.
Yeah, we need to work on bumping those numbers up.
Yeah,
those are kind of rookie numbers.
Do like in this area, is there a way that we can help get that close to 100%? Do you
absolutely
know
could.
of any place that carries grills that people could maybe purchase?
So I do. Arrow Seed is actually a supplier of Masterbuilt grills.
There you go.
You know, we sell seed and seed accessories, but we also sell grills and grills accessories. So we can get you covered. We can get those numbers up to 100%.
And you had a new model, didn't you? Come in recently.
We did.
All right.
So have you guys ever eaten at like a Japanese steakhouse where they cook in front of you?
My wife, my oldest daughter took my wife and her sisters to one. I think it was in Kearney or somewhere where they did it, and she loved it. I've never been to one, but she said, "I've got to take you there. It's a lot of fun."
Well, I've got just the thing for you.
Really?
You don't have to go anywhere
I like the
to
sound
do
of
that. We've got the Masterbuilt 800 series grills, which come with a griddle.
Ooh.
So you can do your own hibachi, teppanyaki, whatever it's called, whatever you want to call it, right there from the comfort of your own patio.
You know what sounds awfully good that you could do on that with a griddle? A Philly cheesesteak.
Yes.
You could put all your vegetables on there, your steak, chop it up right on the griddle, and toast the hoagie bun and oh boy.
Absolutely.
That's sounding awfully good.
So, if you need to make one of those real quick, stop on in at your lunch break, grab a grill,
There you go.
put it together, and you're good to go.
All right.
So yeah, we've got if nobody knows what the Masterbuilt grills are, I'd encourage you to hop online and take a look at them. They are a charcoal grill, but they do not act anything like a charcoal grill.
Mm-hmm.
They are a direct competitor to the pellet grills, but they don't have any moving parts internally except for the fan that circulates the heat. So they're awesome. Come on in and check them out.
And I think you've said they're pretty easy to, keep clean and everything.
Extremely easy to keep clean. You can have it taken apart to clean in about 30 seconds.
Wow.
So there's just a couple things you have to slide out, and you can hose her down.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, what does this use? What's the burning material for these again?
charcoal.
Charcoal.
Yes.
So-
So normal charcoal grills, you got to have. It's a 2 to 3 drink process usually to get the charcoal started.
I like the way you calculate that. Yeah.
With the old the Weber kettle style grills or a pellet grill, trying to get it heated up to temperature is time consuming. These new Masterbuilt grills are like a 2 to 3 sip process.
Ah.
You can have it from just starting the charcoal to about 700 degrees in 10-ish minutes. So they get with the program real quick,
Mm-hmm.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
So you can put your steaks on and reverse sear them. So if you cook them low to start with, get them just about to temperature, crank that puppy up to 700 degrees and sear them for a minute on each side. Best steak you'll ever have.
Sounds like.
So
Holds all that moisture in there.
it does. And so I actually did jalapeno poppers this weekend
Mm.
from my garden. Stuff them with cream cheese, a little bit of tahini seasoning, wrap them in bacon, throw them on the grill. So I had them on the grates of the grill, didn't have one single flare up, and they were wrapped in bacon.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
pretty impressive.
yeah, it is.
So these grills, they're the real deal. I would encourage you to stop in and look at them.
Take a look.
Yeah.
All right.
So
There, you have a few on the floor to look at.
we do.
Okay.
Yep. And we've got 3 sizes. We've got the small size, which is the 560. So that's still 560 square inches of cooking surface. It's huge for being a charcoal grill. We've also got the 800 series, which comes with the griddle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 800 square inches of cooking surface. And then we've got the Big Daddy, the 1050.
Whoa.
1,050 inches. You know how many steaks you can get on there?
Oh,
You
wow.
could get a few.
Yes. So you can
could
get
cook a lot of different things at the same time.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
So
a
it's
good
got
point.
three. It's got the main grate, and then it's got two other grates. So it's got the mid level and then the high one. So yeah, you can put a whole bunch of different stuff.
All right, folks, stop in, take a look.
So they're awesome. And if you purchase a grill right now, we've got some free rotisseries to give away.
Ah.
So if you buy a grill, you get a rotisserie for free.
For your chicken or your duck
Yeah.
or your, what do they call those small chickens?
Cornish game hens.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Those would go good on a rotisserie.
They would.
Yeah.
So the first thing I ever cooked on my grill, so I've got the 1050,
Yeah.
was actually duck.
Was it
believe or
really?
not. Yeah, I did duck quarters. It was really good. It was like duck à l'orange or whatever the orange basted duck is. It was really good.
Sounds good.
So
Well, you can be creative with that much space to cook on, no doubt about it, and that quick. So
yes,
Check
you
'em
know,
out.
and they're very efficient too. I don't know if either of you two are familiar with the old kettle style
Yes.
Weber's.
Yep.
Yes.
Once you're done cooking on it, whatever charcoal's there is toast.
Done.
It's
Yep.
done for. These Masterbuilts have a sealed chamber for the charcoal. So once you shut it down, it snuffs out the charcoal and it doesn't hardly use any.
And you still get the charcoal flavor,
Absolutely.
which is something that you don't get with some of the others.
Yes.
All right. All right.
So
What else at AeroSeed?
well, we've been taking a lot of calls and a lot of customers coming in with some issues in their gardens, which it's that time of year.
Yes, it is.
So the biggest thing going on right now is blossom end rot. So that's when your tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, they look really, really nice, except the bottom of them is all mushy and rotted and black and just nasty.
And that's on the vine. I mean, it isn't like they're sitting on the ground.
Yep. You know, I went and picked one the other day that I was like, oh, yes, a ripe tomato. And it just kind of mushed and disintegrated in my hand.
Yeah, ouch.
Well, what that is, end rot is caused by a calcium deficiency. And we've actually got a product called Rot Stop, which is supplemental calcium. So it prevents those tomatoes or those fruits from getting end rot. So it's going to make them a lot healthier and your yields are going to be up because you're not going to be throwing any of them away.
And you want to do that now
Yes.
because we're really getting into the heart of starting to pick some of that fruit you're talking about. We've had nice, steady, warm temperatures. We're starting to see some tomatoes forming and some of that going on, but it's going to be kind of disappointing if we go out there and get ready to pick them and they're not any good.
Yep. And that calcium deficiency can happen from weather.
Okay.
You know, where we've had ridiculous heat followed by kind of cool and mild. Just those temperature swings can mess with it.
Yeah.
Also, if you fertilize too much, if you put too much nitrogen on your plants, that can be another cause of it because the plants are trying to grow too fast, essentially, and they're not taking up all the nutrients that they need to.
Okay. All right.
So
Problem solved. Just got to stop by. Pick it up.
yes. The other thing we're seeing a lot of is leaf spot and blight. And those two things, you know, they might not completely knock out the plant, but they're going to hurt your yield. You know, just like farmers right now in their cornfields and bean fields trying to get the most yield out of it, they're putting on fungicide to keep those plants protected from fungus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, leaf spot and blight, those are both caused by a fungus. We've got a fungicide. So it's just a little spray application, knocks out pretty much any fungus you can think of.
Okay. And that just sprays on the plants in the garden.
Yep, it's just a foliar,
Okay.
just little spray bottle. The other thing you can do right now is maybe you've got a couple tomato plants or pepper plants that just aren't, you know, you're just not seeing as many blooms as you would like to. we've got a blossom set product, which essentially kicks those plants into, hey, I need to put on a whole bunch of flowers so I can produce some fruit. And this blossom set just kind of helps that process.
Okay.
So, and that's another foliar applicated, just a little spray bottle, but it definitely works really good.
Okay. So you've got something for about every situation there in
We
the garden.
do. Yep. You know, cucumbers are another thing can be kind of finicky. If you've got a whole bunch of misshapen fruit, you know, maybe they're really stunted, that can be caused by poor pollination. So if those flowers don't get pollinated very well, you're not going to have as much yield fruit-wise. Or if you do, it's not going to be as good. So in order to increase pollination, maybe you should plant some wildflowers around your garden just as a little border.
I must tell you, excuse me, that, you know, Joan come and got some of the flowers from you, wildflowers. And, you know, you mentioned don't expect too much the first year as far as color goes and so forth, because the first year is kind of your building year. Logan, they've actually done pretty well. We have some yellow, white, purple flowers that are in. I mean, it's not dense, but they're there.
They're there.
And we're seeing a lot more butterflies. We have a bird bath in the middle of all that, and that's kind of fun. And I'm sure the garden, if not this year, will benefit next year when that comes back up, because that's going to be returned.
Yep.
Yeah.
So along where my garden's located in my yard, along the back fence, I've actually planted a whole bunch of different wildflowers that I've hand collected. So I've got some milkweeds, I've got some goldenrods, some sunflowers, some penstemons, you know, just growing along the back fence. And I have noticed since I planted those, it's been 4 years ago now, my garden produce has increased, and it's just an increase in the bug activity, the pollinator activity is helping that garden. So,
Well, Mother Nature knows best, and we kind of nip her in the bud sometimes. This time we're figuring it out that we provide the pollinating sources, and we get a lot more out of our garden. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. You know, so a little patch of flowers for bees and butterflies is the same thing as a food plot for deer. It's going to draw them in. They're going to stick around the area. They're just going to be more accessible.
Yeah, and the birds kind of hang around. It's just
Yep.
kind of a nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and the birds are eating the bugs that are pollinating the plants. So
Yeah,
that's the circle of life.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
We just interrupt it sometimes,
Exactly.
but we don't have to, because we can return things as they once were.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
and it's really if you have a nice little square, like you say, along the fence or whatever, it's fun to see what kind of flowers pop up in that.
it is.
Yeah.
You know, and milkweed plants are fantastic. Obviously, they're a host plant for monarch butterflies, and monarchs they're just cool.
Yeah,
They're just a cool butterfly.
fun to see them. That
So-
gives you, I don't know, they're kind of like a little sense of hope or something when you see a big old monarch like that.
Exactly. A little ray of sunshine
Yeah, there you go.
in this crazy, crazy world we live in.
That's right. Anything else you have for us?
I think that pretty well touched up on everything I wanted to touch, plus some. Thanks for the grilling trivia.
Well, you bet.
You're a man after my own heart.
Well, thank you.
You know, I'm a grill connoisseur.
You are. That's good, though, because you know how to use them. You know what to talk to the folks about, help them get started. That's part of the service that you provide with it. So.
It is, you know, and people hear Arrow Seed, what a boring place. It's just seed. No, it's a lot more than
Yes,
just
it
seed.
is.
Yeah. Well, fencing supplies, gloves, flashlights. Now Becky's helping you add to the yard decor, furniture.
Yeah, I forgot we do have furniture.
Yeah.
We got some really good patio furniture by Finch Polywood, I think is what the name is. So it's like a hybrid wood. So it's not made of trees. It's made of recycled plastics.
Yeah.
So it's not going to fade. It's not going to rust. It's not going to splinter. I mean, they're pretty comfy too.
Lasts a long time. Yeah. Before we close, I was going to mention this last time. Congratulations to your granddad on the Distinguished Alumni Award, Jim Gerard, receiving that a week or so ago, along with some other very, very good folks. And I think that was pretty cool.
It was.
Yeah.
So he's what would he be of the Arrowseed dynasty, Brent? If I'm the Prince Arrowseed, Dad's the king of Arrowseed.
The patriarch? I don't know.
The man.
Yeah.
The man of Arrowseed.
Yeah, there you go.
That could be a calendar, the men of Arrowseed.
Yeah, well, it could.
If you get up to 12, you let us know. And you're working on it.
I highly doubt we'd sell it. They'd be more of a promotional item. So, but yeah, anyway,
I'm not going to go there.
Come and see us. We're there Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, and Saturdays we're there 8 to noon.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
News is next.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. Jeff Bezos, his brother, and 2 others are suited up and ready to go to space. Their Blue Origin rocket is set to lift off from Van Horn, Texas in half an hour. CBS's Stacy Lynn.
The trip to the edge of space will last only about 11 minutes from takeoff to landing. They'll experience about 3 minutes of weightlessness above the Kármán line, which is the beginning of space, and then they come back to Earth.
CBS News space consultant Bill Harwood says the rocket is a throwback.
It's a booster with the capsule on top. If you want to think about it that way, just like when Alan Shepard blasted off on the first Mercury flight. That was a suborbital flight with a booster and a capsule on top.
Gary Lai designed it.
There's a lot of people, hundreds of engineers over the years that have worked on this vehicle, so this is a culmination of a dream for them.
82-year-old Wally Funk is aboard today, hoping to become the oldest person to go to space. An 18-year-old Dutch student will be the youngest. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Police are hailing a 16-year-old as a hero after saving a 7-year-old boy who had wandered off and was struggling in a pond near Lincoln. The incident happened around 8 p.m. late Sunday evening west of 17th and Heartland Road. Police say the 7-year-old with autism had walked away from a nearby home and into the middle of a pond. A 16-year-old who was walking by the pond at the time saw the boy struggling in the water and ran down to rescue him. LPD says the two went to a nearby home, received aid from one of the residents who called 911. First responders arrived and took the boy to an area hospital. He is expected to be okay. Police say they were able to locate the 7-year-old's parents who were searching for the boy. No citations were issued by investigating officers. A 23-year-old shoplifting suspect is facing numerous charges after police say he attempted to swallow a bag of methamphetamine last week. The Lincoln Police Department says Pablo Robertson was stopped while walking in the area of South 11th Street and 8th Street on Thursday after he allegedly shoplifted 2 bottles of alcohol from the U-Stop at 610 South 10th Street. As a responding officer attempted to place Robertson in custody, they say Robertson thrust his hand into his pocket. The officer then placed Robertson on the ground and placed Robertson in handcuffs, according to police reports. Additional officers arrived and located a knife in Robertson's pocket as well as a pipe that had pre-tested positive for methamphetamine residue. Robertson also reportedly attempted to ingest a plastic baggie containing suspected methamphetamine. Robertson was then medically evaluated at a local area hospital before being transported to jail. Officers cited and lodged Robertson on multiple felony charges.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
The NBA Finals were off for another night. The Bucks will host the Suns in Game 6 on Tuesday with a chance to win their first NBA title since 1971. In baseball, battle of the top 2 teams in the NL West saw the Giants beat the Dodgers in L.A. 7-2. San Francisco now with a 2-game lead on L.A. in the division. Red Sox rout the Blue Jays 13-4, while the Orioles beat the Rays 6-1. So Boston extends its lead over Tampa Bay to a 1.5 games in the AL East. The Mets outslugged the Reds for a 15-11 9-11 win in 11 innings. New York, the NL East leaders, hit 7 home runs in that victory. White Sox, leaders in the AL Central, split a doubleheader with the Twins. Minnesota took Game 1 3-2 before Chicago walked off with a 5-3 win in the second game. Astros edged the Indians 4-3. Houston on top in the AL West. The Nationals drove up the Marlins 18-1. It was the Tigers trouncing the Rangers 14-0.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures working up to 87 for today. We'll see mostly sunny skies. Then for tonight, partly cloudy conditions, dropping back to a low of 62. For your Wednesday, sunny skies with breezy south winds with highs right around 90. Thursday, even hotter with a high of 94 degrees. And for Friday, still lots of sunshine, headed up to a high of 96. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's Metashare. Maybe you've heard switching to Metashare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for Metashare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. Metashare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
12 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. It's 59 degrees. Sun is beginning to burn through. Yesterday's high was 83 degrees, and will be warmer than that, and we're going to warm up throughout the rest of this week. Later on in the week, we have a chance of showers moving back into the forecast. But it's a pretty nice summer week stored up for us, although it's going to be in the mid-90s towards the end of the week. I suppose it'll be about right for that baseball game on Friday night, don't you think?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. I was looking at the forecast. I expect it to be approaching 100 at about game time when Brent gets ready to go on the air and the kids get ready to play.
Yeah, if you're sitting in a shaded spot at a ball game, that's still pretty warm, or if, in some cases when you're announcing, you're out in the sun. But when you're in a baseball uniform out on the field,
or in the dugout.
Yeah. It can be a little bit gruesome, but that's summer for you.
Yes, it is.
Here's Steve Earle on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Radio, Broken Bow, Nebraska. Well, let's check in on our birthdays today.
Let's do. Who's celebrating?
Well, we need to back up to yesterday. I missed a text that was sent my way yesterday morning. So this is going to be a belated happy birthday to Karen Waverka.
Oh, okay.
Karen was celebrating a big one yesterday.
Oh.
That's all we're going to say.
Okay.
It was big.
Right. Well, hope you had a great day. Happy birthday.
It was a big one. Did I say that?
You have said that, yes.
Karen
but it was,
Waverka.
Yeah, and it was a big birthday, you said.
Yeah, it was a whopper.
Yeah, kind of a monumental one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bigger than a whopper. Anyway, happy birthday today to Mike Christensen.
Okay.
And Dee Krantz.
Ah, all right. Happy birthday.
Dee's is a little bit more of a whopper than Mike's, but that's all I'm going to say because I've known Dee for years.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you kind of her age.
Okay.
One of the sweetest ladies you'll ever meet. Today is National... Oh, wait, I got to compare here other birthdays, don't I?
Celebrity birthdays.
Keep me on track here, would you?
I guess these are celebrities.
Yes, they are. Sarah Oh, 50 years old today. That's a whopper. She
Who's
is.
that?
Oh, you don't remember her? She played Dr. Christina Yang on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Grey's Anatomy. My girls are in the process of binge watching it.
Oh gosh.
So I see an episode here and there, but now I know who you're talking about.
She now stars in the BBC series Killing Eve.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana.
Ah, I know Carlos Santana. Know who that is.
74 today.
Wow.
Legendary Hall of Fame guitarist. Many hits on the radio, great albums. Pioneered the fusion of rock and roll and Latin American jazz together, and he's still doing a great job of that. John Lodge is a Hall of Fame classic rocker from the Moody Blues.
Oh.
He is 76. He's the bassist and vocalist for the Moody Blues.
Oh.
And Kim Carnes.
Ah, heard of her.
Mm-hmm.
Singer.
An 80s singer.
Yes. Did a duet with Kenny Rogers, I want to say.
Yeah, I
that was
think you're
popular.
right. Her big one was Betty Davis, Eyes.
You
remember that one?
Not ringing a bell.
Oh, come on.
Seriously,
I even remember that one.
I don't recall the song. Can you hum me a few bars?
No. Didn't she do It's a Heartache? No, that was
Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie
I
Tyler,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kim Carnes, 76 years old today.
What was the duet she did? She did some big duet with Kenny Rogers. What was the name of that?
It's probably pretty syrupy and sappy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, it's National Ugly Truck Day.
Ugly Truck Day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The whole day's dedicated to appreciating ugly trucks. Now, this probably won't surprise you or any of our listeners, but I'll just ask you. I'll put you on the spot here. What state has the most pickup trucks in the United States of America? What state?
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
The first state that comes to my mind is Texas.
You're right on.
Yeah.
Yep. Ammo and trucks. I got a lot of those down in Texas. It's also National Lollipop Day.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Lollipop.
Now, they're not new. Been around a while, since actually the 16th century.
Wow.
Yeah. What would have been going on in the 16th century with somebody walking around with a lollipop?
And before my time.
Historians think it was even earlier than that when the first version was made.
Huh.
Lollipop made of nuts, berries, and honey that stuck to the stick.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is a lollipop the same as a sucker? Or is a sucker different than a lollipop?
Wow. Now, you're thinking a lollipop is round for sure, right? Or is it the flat one?
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, to be honest, I rarely use the word lollipop. I say sucker all the time.
I do too, but not in reference to what's on a stick. I say, I'm a sucker.
Well, yes. Yeah, you're right. I guess sucker would have some different meanings. But no, is a sucker and a lollipop the same thing?
I don't know. A sucker could be a fish.
Well, I know that.
It could also be, someone who falls for all sorts of things.
Yes, right. I get that. But in regards to candy, when you refer to a piece of candy as a sucker, is that the same as a lollipop? Is it just another name for it? Or is there actually a difference between a lollipop and a sucker?
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking you can also be a suck up.
No, that you're not working with me here.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's a good question, Brent.
Okay,
I
thanks,
think all
Dave.
the other ones have definite meaning, but I'm not sure whether a lollipop and a sucker are the same.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know when I've ever used the term lollipop personally. I don't know if I've ever referred to, candy on a stick or whatever as a lollipop.
So what is
I say a sucker.
What's
That's
the one
what I
called
do.
with chocolate in the middle? That you
chocolate in the middle.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you suck on it until you get to the middle, and it's a little round piece of chocolate in there.
Chocolate or Tootsie Roll? You mean a Tootsie Pop?
But it's a Tootsie Pop.
It's a Tootsie Pop. Yeah.
So that's not really. Is that a lollipop? Is a Tootsie Pop a lollipop?
Now, to me, that's a specialized kind of sucker, the Tootsie Pop.
But it says pop.
Yeah. Well, and then there's the ones that you have. The Blow Pop, with bubble gum in the middle of it. Have you had those?
No.
You've never had a Blow Pop?
No.
Oh, come on.
I don't even like the sounds of it.
That's what it's called. It's a sucker with bubble gum in the middle of it.
The question of the day, we've solved most of the other ones, but the question of the day is a lollipop and a sucker the same thing?
Are they the same, or is there actually a difference?
Yeah. Kristen, do you know?
Let's just start asking the staff. Let's go to the intercom and just start asking. Start with Christy. She's always fun to start with.
Oh. Yeah, well, she's found the light.
Has she?
Yeah,
I noticed the two of you have just kind of been on the same page.
We're true blue friends.
Recently.
We're friends.
That's been odd to see that happen. Maybe she's gone. Huh? Oh, Christy and Shannon are at a meeting.
Oh, Gavin.
All right.
Gavin.
Come on in, Higgy.
Higgy, baby.
Gavin, I don't know if he was complaining the other day, but he just made an observation that with his desk is just right outside the studio door here,
right,
where we conduct our art.
Lucky
on the breakfast show,
Higgy, baby.
Mm-hmm. And lots of times that means when we get into these types of discussions, Higgins is the first one that gets pulled in, and I don't know if do you like that or are you
I'm
against
impartial.
that? You're impartial?
I am impartial. I don't mind it as long as the conversation, this type of conversation. You guys
depends
kind
what
of get
the
on
conversation
your
is.
When Dave gets on his island, sometimes
I don't think
afraid.
Dave's ever gone on an island.
I
have.
Are you on your island? And
I put Brent on an island.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're rather privileged to be sitting there to hear all of this high level intelligent talk.
Sometimes it's incredible when I'm writing a story that the conversations you guys have don't end up in the story.
Well, you could use some of the terms this morning, like sucker.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Mr. Smith fell for this scam on the phone. He's a sucker. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so our question of the day is, because it's National, you said Lollipop Day.
Yes.
Right? National Lollipop Day. I rarely use the term lollipop. But I enjoy suckers. Like dum-dums are my favorites. I'll just say it. Quit laughing.
Sorry.
I love dum-dum suckers.
He works with
they're
us, dum-dums,
delish.
Dave.
I didn't say that. So what do you think? A lollipop and a sucker, are they the same thing, Or is there actually a difference?
I'm sure she probably looked up the definition, and I think Kristen had pointed out that sucker is kind of like is basically obviously a verb that probably got turned into a noun, but I would say there's a difference. Like a sucker, like I would go along your lines of a small piece of candy on a paper stick. I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
Whatever, but like something smaller. But like a lollipop is like the big round flat pieces. That's what I would call
lollipop. Lollipop.
That's what I think of it.
Lollipop. Lollipop.
That's the big one. That has multicolors.
Hey, that was good. Do that again. I don't know if I can do that. Can you do that where you... I did it kind of. Yeah.
I've never tried that before. It scares me. Oh, here we go.
Oh, do we have information coming in?
Yep.
I love the way our listeners interact.
The difference between a lollipop and a sucker.
There is a difference. Okay.
You've been eating hard candy all your life, but have you ever wondered what the difference between a lollipop and a sucker is?
Today I have wondered.
The fascinating world of candy is full of unique names and fun flavors that our taste buds have the privilege of enjoying. Gosh, this is kind of long. All right. The difference between suckers and lollipops. Keep reading to find out.
Okay.
What is a lollipop?
Okay, what is it?
You recognize a lollipop as a hard candy that sits on top of a stick.
Mm-hmm.
The typical ingredients of a lollipop include corn syrup and flavoring, which cause it to taste something like other than plain sugar. Lollipops come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, as well as colors and designs, to not only satisfy different tastes, but also attract buyers to them. It's kind of like a fishing lure for humans.
Good point.
A lollipop versus a sucker. The difference between a lollipop and a sucker is mainly in the name. By definition, a lollipop is a hard candy on a stick. It can go by other names such as a sticky pop or jolly.
Never heard those.
I haven't heard of that. Some people call it just a pop. People started using the word sucker because of how you suck on a lollipop to eat it. So really, they are one and the same. The word sucker came from sucking on a lollipop.
Just the way you eat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The true definition of a sucker is a person you can easily fool.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, in terms of candy, we've basically come to the conclusion the lollipop and the sucker basically is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I was going to look, is there anything here about suck-ups? Candy buffet. There's a privacy statement there.
Oh.
Skip that. Did Jeremy get the Ruski working the other day? Do you know?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean our Alexa device?
No, the Ruski.
Oh, okay.
You want to say hello to her and see if she's working?
We can. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning.
I'll have to turn her up a little bit here.
Boop.
I hope that doesn't hurt.
Boop, 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 boop.
If it does hurt, I'm going to keep doing it, you Ruski.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning.
There she is.
Could she play Lollipop?
Well, why doesn't... Well, now, wait a minute. She just said good morning. Why doesn't... Normally, she, follows that up with some kind of fact or something. Some kind of interesting tidbit of knowledge. What's wrong?
That'd be why.
You know what that is? That's her Ruski heartbeat.
Okay, I'm going to try this again. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning.
That's
Boy,
it.
she's just kind of short with us today.
Doesn't like it?
When I say good morning, I like to receive some knowledge, an interesting factoid or something.
Factoid.
Alexa, are you feeling okay?
Great. Thanks for asking.
I don't know.
All right. Well, maybe she just quit doing that. I don't know. But it used to be whenever we would say good morning to her, right? She would always follow it up with some kind of interesting, some interesting information on the day, or at times try to be funny.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's been told by the powers that be that since they've been invading our privacy and our databases, that she should maybe not go so far out there and just answer the question straight up.
That could be.
True. Alexa, are you mad?
I can never be mad at you.
Oh.
I will always respond when you call my name.
See, that sounds more like her.
Yeah, it does. Speaking of a suck up, right?
There was a suck up.
Now that's sucking up.
You're right, Brent. Would you want to ask her to play Lollipop?
I would love to. Alexa, play Lollipop.
Lollipop by Lil Wayne from Spotify.
Alexa, stop.
already into September around the Husker Harvest Days time period. If you've got items you would like to sell, if you want to get your retirement sale scheduled either for September, October, November, or December, please do so now, because the guys and gals, the Big Iron Field Reps, they are busy, and they'll work you into their time frame and get you taken care of and give you the time and attention and service that you deserve. So please, go to Big Iron for the sales. Call us if you've got items you would like to sell at 1-800-887-8625, or go to the Big Iron website and click on the Sell Your Equipment link, and we'll get a hold of you right away.
All right, Mark, thanks so much. Appreciate your report. Appreciate your business. We hope you have a super good week.
Hey, thank you very much. We'll see you later.
All right, Mark.
Keep the clutter away by switching from paper statements to e-statements. Bruning Bank wants to help you reduce unnecessary waste and earn $15 when you switch your account to e-statements. Our user-friendly website offers a safe and secure way to view your statement anytime, anywhere, and even faster than ever. Earn cash with a simple switch. This promotion is open to current and new Bruning Bank customers. Learn more at bruningbank.com or visit your nearest Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Arrow Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Arrow Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Arrow Aviation at 308-872-5113 to talk about your options.
Varney Health Mart is proud to be your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Save during their July sale. Health Mart Clearex is at a great price. Get it while supplies last. Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotions are $5.99. And to keep your hair healthy, Pantene Pro V shampoo and conditioner is $3.99. Sensodyne toothpaste is $5.79. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
8:43 is your time. Let's talk a little bit about the Mason City Homecoming coming up July 23rd, 24th, and 25th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this weekend. And they're going all out this year at the Mason City Homecoming. They, of course, was abbreviated if they had anything at all last year for a homecoming. And now they can pull out all the stops and go back to a full schedule. And on Friday at 5:30 p.m., you can have the Mason City Firemen cook you up a barbecued sandwich.
That sounds good.
That's what they'll do from 5:30 till 8 this Friday. And that is at the community building, sponsored by the Mason City Rural Fire Department. They're also having an ice cream social.
That sounds good, too.
It starts at 6 p.m. on Friday. And that's sponsored by the Mason City Baptist Church, by the way. Turtle races at 6:30. And kids' games at 7 p.m., like egg toss and races, all sponsored by the Community Service Club. Cakewalk, which has been a tradition at Mason City, I think, forever and ever. And that will be at the bandstand in the park, sponsored by the Sunshine Library Club. And then from 7 p.m. until 12 p.m. on Friday, the beer garden opens up. And they're having music, no cover charge, and no minors after 10 p.m. And, they're having all sorts of things going on Friday, a cornhole tournament and a teen dance. And, that's on Friday just alone. Saturday, they'll be having the parade and all the other activities going on. And the James Lee Band with Kyle Saylor band there as well on Saturday night. And on Sunday, they have community church. And we'll find out more details on this later on this week. I imagine we'll be going down and visiting with the folks there. They also have a co-ed slow pitch softball tournament going on in conjunction with that. And that's always fun.
Yeah.
Did you ever play co-ed softball? I mean, on a league or anything?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think
I didn't. And I don't. I was trying to think back to my college days. I played softball, intramural sports, but I don't think, I didn't play. I didn't play on a co-ed team. I was just guys back in college.
I've watched co-ed softball before. That's very good. I think it's great because everybody plays and has a good time. But I think you have to be careful in co-ed softball.
Okay.
And I have to be careful talking about this.
All right.
But it's like.
Do I need to go to an island?
No. It's the same things. I did play co-ed volleyball. Joan and I used to play co-ed volleyball in a league.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be careful not to get so over enthused into the game that you cut in front of someone.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, okay.
And it could be a guy, but it doesn't look good when you're a guy and you run up and snatch the ball away from a center fielder who happens to be the lady.
I follow you.
Just a hint for you folks playing down there. Stay in your own part of the field.
There you go.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
No.
Boy, I could use a Brubaker right now.
Could you now?
Hey, let's just drive it to Arnold.
A Brubaker or a trip to Brubakers?
Brubaker treat.
Okay.
Coffee, maybe pastry with it. You know, we talked with them Friday.
I heard that.
Yeah, and they were having a sidewalk sale, and inside it smelled so good. They got it going on at Brubaker's.
That's a beautiful place, yeah. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. It is located in Arnold, Nebraska, and you'll find all kinds of great things there at Brubaker's. They have the delicious drinks and treats for you to enjoy, delicious bagels. I think that they've been cooking up burritos, like maybe even a special one each and every day. So check those out to get your day started off the right way. And when you're in there, make sure you check out their beautiful gift selection. They have novelty gifts, fun gifts for the family. So, yeah, just check it out. It's a great place to go. It's in Arnold, Nebraska. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5. Open on Saturday from 9 to 3. It's Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold.
It is 8:53. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. I had a moment yesterday that I want to find out if other people that are somewhere near yours truly's age is starting to have.
So I'm afraid to use this term because I don't want you to take it as derogatory, but you had a senior moment. Is that what you're saying?
Here's the thing. All right. The folks out there probably just like we're all in this together. You go along through life and you don't think about being older. I don't feel that much older.
Know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, so we had an appointment in Grand Island yesterday, Joan and I. And so after the appointment, we went to a restaurant, the Olive Garden.
Yes, yeah. Been there. A delicious place. Good Italian food.
Very good. And it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon because the appointment was early afternoon. And as I looked around, I realized that most everybody there looked like us, or even maybe a little older. And they had big band jazz music going over the speakers, which was great. But, everybody there had lighter colored hair, white hair, and they were, either our age or older for the most part. There was one family there with kids, but I only know that because they came running by.
I see.
Kids can do. So that was okay. I thought I can deal with that. But then we had this very nice waitress, right? And her name was Jade. She had a name tag on, which I love name tags because I can't remember people's names. And they introduced themselves. Hi, I'm Jade. I'm going to be your waitress. I'll be taking care of you. I started thinking about the commercial that's on TV all the time about when you become your parents.
I love those. Yeah.
And I didn't do it, but I almost, when she came back to help us out the second time to find out what we wanted to order, I said, well, Jade, how do I had a beverage. I says, you brought an extra beverage. Is this mixed together? And so I called her by her name, Jade. And I almost introduced my wife and I, Joan and I, to her. And then I remembered the commercial that says, the waitress really doesn't need to know your name.
Yes. That's funny.
One lady came by. We were sitting there, and she was a very nice lady, probably, I don't know, 10, 20 years older than we are. I don't know, maybe not. You'd forget how old you are sometimes. But
yeah.
She walked by, she said, do you think it's cold in here? I'm cold. No, I'm completely comfortable, but I'm sorry you're cold.
I just did something.
What?
Since we're talking about moments.
Yeah.
My coffee cup's empty. But yet here I am holding it's empty. There's nothing in it. But yet here I am holding it as if I'm going to take a sip or something. But there's nothing in it. Why am I holding my coffee cup?
I don't know, but if you want to, you can go with Joan and I to the Olive Garden at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and
okay,
you'll fit right in.
Oh, good.
Ansley Lumber, Ansley America are there for you each and every day. And there's a lot of people adding or remodeling or rebuilding their decks right now. And if you want to add a deck or update your existing one, talk to them about the different decking materials they have available for you. They can order just what you need to create that perfect place to relax and host get-togethers this summer and this fall. They have premium lumber from metal to metal buildings to shingles to Benjamin Moore paint. They got over 3,500 different colors of paint for you to choose from. Ansley Lumber and Supply offers whole new home building packages, which, by the way, the lumber materials are beginning to come down. So if you've been thinking about
that's good news.
Building a new project, you could probably start planning now and maybe get set to get going this fall with that. They offer consultations from their professionals, and don't forget they deliver materials to your place. So they're in Ansley, but they'll deliver just about anywhere close by here within reasonable amount of miles, and you can talk to them about that. Call them at 935-1815 or stop by Ansley Lumber and Supply, locally owned and operated in downtown Ansley. Open Monday through Friday, 8 until 5:30, Saturday, 8 until noon. Ansley Lumber, ready to go to work for you so you can go to work at home or at your business.
There you go. Talk a little bit about our good friend Velma at Circle V Stitch and Post. Does great work with her quality custom embroidery service. Did some shirts for us a while back. I wore my KCNI KBBN radio shirt to the state baseball tournament on Saturday. Walked in, just the logo was right there. They saw who I was. The folks at Waverly were very kind, welcomed me, said thanks for coming. Go ahead and go in.
Because they
didn't
knew who
have
you
to
were.
say anything because right there it said KCNI KBBN radio.
Yeah.
Sunday, I went back, didn't have my radio shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Had to explain who I was.
I
See?
bet that was hard.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Fortunately, I had a bunch of equipment with me, so they at least bought what I was saying. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is if you want something that to promote your business, a shirt, a hat, a jacket, or something that just kind of stands out and spotlights your business, certainly Velma can help you put something together. And she has a lot of catalogs with some great shirts and jackets and things in them that you can just basically choose the style that you want, and Velma can help you put all of that together. So give her a call today at 872-6173. If you're looking for a gift that is personalized and unique, check out Circle V Stitch and Post, located north of Broken Bow out on Paulson Road.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report.
Command engine start. 2, 1.
Jeff Bezos has reached the edge of space and returned home again safely in a mere 11 minutes.
Touchdown. Welcome back, New Shepard's first human crew.
After 2 delays and a momentary hold on the flight, he and his brother, plus 82-year-old Wally Funk and an 18-year-old Dutch student, blasted off from West Texas in a Blue Origin rocket. All 4 of them excited to be there and experience weightlessness.
Oh, wow. We also get to look out the window.
One called it the best feeling ever. Another likened weightlessness to swimming. And the group has just emerged from their Blue Origin space capsule. Jeff Bezos in a cowboy hat. They've been greeted by family and friends, and they're hugging them all. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
NBA Finals Game 6 tips off tonight at 9 Eastern from Milwaukee, with the Bucks leading the Suns 3-2, while Bulls guard Zach LaVine has entered health and safety protocols. He won't be traveling with Team USA when they leave for the Tokyo Games. ESPN does report that both LaVine and USA Basketball are hopeful he'll be able to travel to Japan next week to join the team. Meanwhile, in NFL news, the Steelers have signed former Chargers pass rusher Melvin Ingram to a 1-year deal. While in a battle of Major League Baseball's top 2 teams, the Giants beat the Dodgers 7-2. San Francisco's now 2 games ahead of LA for the NL West lead. Red Sox beat up the Blue Jays 13-4 with an 8-run first inning that included a grand slam by Hunter Renfroe. Rays lost to the Orioles, so Boston now leads Tampa Bay by 1.5 games in the AL East.
Here's your weatherology forecast. High temperatures working up to 87 for today. We'll see mostly sunny skies. Then for tonight, partly cloudy conditions, dropping back to a low of 62. For your Wednesday, sunny skies with breezy south winds with highs right around 90. Thursday, even hotter with a high of 94 degrees. And for Friday, still lots of sunshine, headed up to a high of 96. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. As we transition from prep season to watering season, Custer Electric and Irrigation wants to remind you of important offerings that set them apart. They are once again offering free FieldNet and NFTrax demos for this growing season. Demos are limited, so call today to reserve your pivot control or set of NF tracks. Want to skip the demo and buy? Custer Electric and Irrigation recently installed 4 radio bridges that allow the service area for telemetry and FieldNet to expand where you may not previously been able to get it. These bridges also mean cheaper annual subscriptions, so talk to Lance to see what he can do for you. In need of tires but don't want to upgrade to NF tracks? Custer Electric has 11.2 by 38 tires on hand and ready for your pivots. Finally, is your pivot leaking more water than irrigating? This is your reminder to not settle for second best on sprinklers. Update your sprinkler packages today for install before service season. For all this and more, call Lance at 880-1507. Check them out on Facebook or at custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
Pushing 70 right now here at Broken Bow. Thank you to Custer Electric and Irrigation for being part of the breakfast show this morning. All right, let's see here. Thomas County Fair schedule. Higgy Baby just brought it in. They're rolling today with the 4-H Horse Show and 4-H Small Animal Show. And tomorrow it will be all about the 4-H Livestock Show on Wednesday. Thursday, 4-H Entry Day, open art and photo show for viewing at the art gallery there, which is wonderful. Open class entry day, and the exhibit building will open up on Thursday, and then they really dive into things on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So check it out. They'll have that for you at the fairgrounds, Thomas County Fairgrounds, Thedford, Nebraska. Custer Federal State Bank has an opening for a full-time customer service specialist. The candidate should be outgoing, positive, and enjoy interacting with customers and are willing to learn. Duties include answering the phone, greeting customers, and processing banking transactions. The applicant must be able to maintain complete, private information. Hold on to that, of course. Not make anything public, and work in a team atmosphere. Prior cash handling experience is preferred, but not necessary. There is a full-time position for someone who qualifies and is ready to go to work, and you'll be offered competitive pay and benefits, including insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and sick time. Please visit the Broken Bow location for an employment application. Custer Federal State Bank is an equal opportunity employer. For more information or to submit an application, contact Caitlin Peterson, and you can do that do it by email if you like, and that's Caitlin with a C, Caitlyn at custerfederal.com, or call her at 872-6486. This listing can also be found on the employment page of Sandhills Express.
All right. Hey, some exciting things going on with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. If you haven't heard, they recently purchased Troxel Insurance Agency as of July 1st. I know many in our area have been dealing with Tim for many, many years. Well, here's some great news. Tim will be staying, so we want to say that. He'll be staying on, but Chip, Karen, and Liana will also be available in the Broken Bow office now on a rotating basis as well. Now clients in both offices will have more company options for coverage, but the same great service that you have been accustomed to. Also, a note here, now that people are traveling more, they should really consider travel insurance, and Blue Cross has an excellent one that Liana can write that covers cancellations, loss of property, and medical treatment at hospitals with American doctors. Call them at 308-836-2201 to find out more. You can visit them on Main Street in Callaway and now at the Broken Bow office location at 914 South D here in Broken Bow. That's Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Brent?
Dave?
You just heard the news. The oldest person has been launched into space this morning. Oldest person ever.
Yeah.
Probably went to restaurants at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to find the right person for the launch.
You're struggling with that, aren't you?
No, I just... Do you know Wally Funk?
No.
She's 82.
Oh.
An aerospace pioneer. She's joining, and actually joined, Jeff Bezos' rocket launch this morning.
Oh, okay.
She'll become the oldest person ever to blast off in space.
Neat.
82. and she got into the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
And then came right back down. Quick Trip, I don't know how many billions of dollars that cost, or millions, but it's about an 11-minute deal.
Yeah, I guess that's what they said on the news, wasn't it? 11 minutes, something like that.
Kind of odd. No, probably not. Not an odd situation or a coincidence even. Probably done on purpose, because 52 years ago today, Apollo 11 astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Buzz Aldrin, became the first men to land on the moon. That was 52 years ago today. Their lunar module touched down, as you remember, and remember his first footstep, and then they played a little golf and drove around a little while and got in the rocket and came back.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't remember that. I wasn't quite alive at the time.
You weren't alive?
No, 52 years ago I wouldn't have been.
69?
Yeah, I was born in 71. I've seen some of the footage, but that had to be amazing to be, here at that time and watching that develop on television. And I mean, I've seen some of the clips. I saw the clip of Walter Cronkite's reaction to them walking on the moon. That at that time, that just had to be an amazing event. And with TV and the way it was at that time, people were able to experience it somewhat. That had to be neat.
Yeah, and there's pictures you've probably seen of people standing outside the window of a TV shop, watching it or having it on a screen in some of the large New York and those places where they could watch it on a bigger screen, or you watch it on your little TV at home. But yeah, it was a big deal. The fascinating thing about that is just how fast people become brazen to it. Later on, not that much later, when they had the failed trip to the moon, people weren't really paying too much attention until they started having trouble. It was like it had lost its, I don't know, I wouldn't say interest, but people weren't just stopping their lives to see it like they were in 69. And we have had a lot of launches since then that you hear a little blip on the news. Today they went up in space. Okay,
Yeah.
And today we had a private gajillionaire go into space. Okay.
Yeah, right.
All right. Did we mention that Liana is hot as a plate of lasagna? Did you put that in your live read?
No, I did not put that in.
Did you say Chip is no dip, he's hip?
No, I did not say that either, but sounds like you just added that. So
no,
thanks.
I just asked you. I didn't add it. I just asked you.
Okay. No, I did not.
You might want to consider doing that. It has a little...
All right, I'll make a note of that. I'll tell Jeremy to retype the live read and make sure that that's put in there.
Put a little snap to it. You know what I'm saying?
Grocery Cart has proudly served Custer County for over 35 years. Right now, fresh 80% lean ground beef in a 10-pound tube is $3.58 a pound, and El Monterey Double XL burritos are 10 for $10. Delicious red or green seedless grapes are $1.98 a pound, and red ripe Roma tomatoes are 98 cents a pound. For snacks, Snack Pack gelatin or pudding 4-packs are 98 cents, and General Mills Chex Mix bugles or Gardettos are 4 for $5. Grocery Cart, shop and save on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Agriculture is a complex industry, ultimately defined by bushels, tons, gallons, and hundredweights. At Farm Credit Services of America, it's defined by names of farmers and ranchers, agribusinesses, and families, all with certain goals, each with specific needs, who rely on our products, services, and expertise, as well as our financing. Here, agriculture isn't just a business, it's our mission. And so we work to be more convenient, accessible, and focused to encourage the next generation, support each customer's business, help manage their risk, and grow their success. More than just another lender in agriculture, we work to be its most valued, its most trusted, reliable, and most respected lender. Discover the difference. Nobody works for agriculture or those who are part of it like Farm Credit Services of America. Agriculture works here.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question on that. So let's say your reputation is a little sketchy.
Okay.
Or like all of us, you've made a mistake or two along the way.
Uh-huh.
But you want to have a good Google reputation. So you get this free scan.
Okay.
And they scan it and they find a few blurps.
Mm-hmm. Or create some so that they can get you to pay money for it.
Well, the scan is free. The scan is free. Did you hear that? The scan is free.
Yeah.
But after the scan...
Then you probably got to pay.
Well, you got to pay, and they'll make it real easy for you to do that after the scan. It'll take you right through it. I've not even seen it. I'm just guessing on how these things work.
I've never done. What do you think a Google search of David J. Burney would bring up?
Well, I've never been in jail. Not that I shouldn't have been. I don't know for sure. You have your highlights that are good, and then you have times where you make mistakes, and I've certainly had my share. I don't know what, but this is your online reputation.
Mm-hmm.
So it isn't like maybe the old saying of reputation, what it used to stand for. He has a decent reputation. He's got a good reputation. He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good gal. I should say she's a good gal. Now that could happen today, but I'm not going there. Okay?
Okay.
But scan it. It won't cost you anything to scan it. It's free.
Yes.
And then if it has some problems, like you say, and you probably have some, whether you have them or not, you're probably going to have some.
I was going to say.
Then you push a button, and it'll take you through, and it'll get your credit card number, and they'll get you fixed up.
That could be.
And then your online reputation will be good.
Yeah.
Suggestion from the Breakfast Show: be skeptical about that.
Yeah.
By the way, there's an article that goes right along with that. If I can find it, it's opportune time to bring that. I was going to read that earlier. I have two different sheets of, stapled paper here, and I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Right.
Did you find it?
Yeah. Facebook says, don't blame us for COVID misinformation. Do not blame Facebook. Facebook says not to blame them for spreading bad information about the virus and the vaccine. Now, the president came down hard on the social media companies, saying it's possible it could be taking people's lives by allowing the spread of misinformation. But Facebook posted a blog response on their blog. It says 85% of Americans who use their platform have gotten or want to get the COVID shot. Now, let me read that again. It kind of blew me away when they made this statement. It says 85% of Americans who use the Facebook platform have gotten or want to get the COVID shot. Now, I'm not sure how they get that information to know that 85% of the people who use Facebook have either gotten a shot or they want to get it, but they just haven't got around to it yet.
No idea.
President Biden
where
says
that number came from.
Yeah, I think that's the question. And the president says it was his hope that the community would maybe take a look at it, look in the mirror a little bit. I think I read where 67% of people admitted that they had been misinformed over that period of time. They didn't say which social media platform, but 67% of the people polled said yes, they have realized that some of the information they believed earlier was, maybe not so true. Maybe you walk by a metal building and you don't stick to it because there's a magnet in your arm. That probably wasn't true, for an example. But Facebook not taking any blame.
Okay.
And if you want to get your reputation cleaned up online, get the scan and
there
give them
you
some
go.
money. And I didn't say scam, I said scan.
Yes, you got it. Hey, you looking for a way to brighten up your day or to get your day started off right? Well, swing by Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts here in Broken Bow. Delicious drinks and treats to get your day started or to enjoy during the course of the day. Here are their featured drinks for the month of July. Still some days to take advantage of these. They're featuring the blueberries and cream frappe, blueberry and white mocha sauce, the s'mores iced coffee. It says water, not milk. Toasted marshmallow mocha sauce, 24-hour cold brew. The mixture. Also offering the iced Scouts macchiato as one of their featured drinks this month. Mixture of coconut, vanilla, caramel, and mocha drizzle. And these are delish. Try out one of their summertime Italian sodas. Many different flavors. Like cherry, raspberry, passion fruit, lime, and strawberry. Some of the flavors they offer in their delicious summertime Italian sodas now at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. And make sure you check out their unique gifts in the shop. I know that they deal with a lot of like Nebraska-made gifts and Nebraska-owned companies. So check them out in the gift department at Prairie Grounds. Don't forget about that beautiful patio area that they have out back that you can enjoy one of their delicious drinks at. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. Open on Saturday as well from 8 to 2. Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Thank you, Brent. Cattlelary Farms, Christmas in July. Saturday, July 24th. That's this Saturday, 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Early Christmas shopping. They also have a door hanger workshop, which we'll tell you a little bit more about in a moment. Perennials for sale. You can walk around the beautiful venue and certified butterfly garden. That's cool. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably going to see some monarchs.
Yeah.
Or some little white butterflies.
Those are beautiful. Those butterfly gardens are
they
really
are
neat.
Nice. They'll have food and drinks available for purchase this Saturday at Cattlelary Farms just east of Loop City on Highway 92. You'll see the sign, drop in and have yourself a great day. 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. And the door hanger workshop. Let's take a look at that. That's going to run from from 10 a.m. until 12 noon, approximately 2 hours. Now, the price is $40, but with that, you build your beautiful piece, your door hanger piece, and take it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can prepay if you like, if you want to pay ahead and then take in the session. Send your check to Cattlelary Farms, Listen carefully, Brent.
I'm listening, Dave.
7883. There's 3 H's. Did I give you 3 H's?
I don't know if you did or not.
Let me try it again.
78883.
78883.
Okay.
478th Avenue, Loop City, Nebraska, 68853. And you can also email them or call them or text them. You can call Kathy or text her at 402-440-3679. Check them out on Facebook to see how the door hanger will be made. Get a little head start. And they invite everyone to come and check out their venue that they rent for birthdays, weddings, and all sorts of gala affairs, get-togethers. They'll offer a big discount, too, on that day for you to rent ahead. Like if you want to get together and have something for Shelley, just a day, a Shelley day.
Oh.
And take her back to your hometown and have some of your old cronies come in and meet Shelley.
Okay.
You can do that
all right.
there. They also have you can see Christmas trees. You can buy your Christmas trees now.
All right. Well, there you go. That's why it would be Christmas in July.
Yep. And they want you to stop over to the Sherman County Fair and drop by.
Oh, yeah.
Larry and Kathy, wonderful people. Very nice people. What color is your bathroom?
What colors are Well, I guess the walls would be. It's kind of an off-white.
Off-white.
I guess
color.
you would say.
Do you know that can change the? If you were going to sell this house, if you owned it and you were going to sell it,
okay,
that could really affect the price that you would get for your house.
Oh, just the color of the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You may want to change your color of your walls.
What did they suggest? Now you're talking. Are you talking walls of the house in general, or we're specifically talking about the bathroom?
Well, that's one of them. There's some others.
Oh.
A new survey from Zillow says buyers would pay almost $5,000 more for a home with a bathroom painted sky blue.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. The whole thing? Sky blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bedrooms.
Okay. Well, sky blue, that would be, I guess, okay. When you said sky blue, I'm thinking of maybe a richer blue than what they're thinking of.
Well, that's
kind
for
of
the
a
bathroom.
light blue.
Yeah, light blue for the bathroom,
Okay.
Sky blue.
All right.
But a moody dark blue for the bathrooms could bring in about $1,500 more.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Dark blue
Mm-hmm.
would get you more.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Now, stay away from the trendy colors. A kitchen painted in mint green could shave off about $1,800.
Oh. Okay. Well,
you heard it here on the Breakfast Show.
Thanks, Dave, for that information.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but
I don't know if I've been in too many houses where the bathroom's been dark blue.
Well, they're talking sky blue for the bathrooms, moody dark blue for the bedrooms.
Oh, you said, for the bedroom.
Yeah, maybe I didn't say it correctly.
Okay.
But I suppose for the bedrooms, that dark blue would kind of put you in a, snoozy mood.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe depressing.
I don't know. All right, well, thank you, though, for that information. That's what we're all about, keeping Central Nebraska informed.
That's our job. Here's a little tidbit of information for you.
True taco lovers can't say Tuesday without thinking taco, especially at the home of Taco Tuesday, Taco John's. So this taco, head to Tuesday John's for Taco Tuesday for 99-cent deals on delicious beef Tuesdays. Tacos. Taco John's.
Short but sweet and tastes good, too. 1 minute away from closing the show today.
Oh, okay.
We're actually going to close on time.
Oh, really?
9:30. That's crazy.
Time is so relative.
I know. Who cares? But we have some other things we're going to do and get prepared for some more activities. I guess that's about it for today, though. Did I mention to you that Liana is hotter than a plate of lasagna?
You did, actually, and then you just did again.
Oh. But did I mention that?
You just did. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Brent.
Thank you, Dave. See you tomorrow.